Some superhero series from Marvel, DC, and beyond have been so great that they deserve, or demand, to be watched in their entirety. The golden age of superhero television continues to evolve, giving viewers complex stories, compelling characters, and cinematic quality visuals, all from the comfort of their couch. While some shows drop the ball after a strong start, others stay consistently gripping and deserve a full watch-through. These superhero series are more than just flashy battles, they're stories that should be experienced in full. Superhero shows have become more than just Saturday morning entertainment, they're now prestige TV. With the rise of streaming platforms, creators have been able to expand these stories into serialized arcs that rival blockbuster films in depth and spectacle. Some shows start strong, only to fizzle out midway, while others quietly build into unforgettable finales. The key metric for these is consistency. These are superhero series that reward patient viewers, develop characters meaningfully, and deliver a satisfying conclusion. The Penguin 2024. HBO, Colin Farrell's chilling return as Oswald Cobblepot in The Penguin is nothing short of mesmerizing. A gritty crime drama set in the aftermath of the Batman 2022, the series transforms Gotham's underworld into a power vacuum ready to explode. What sets The Penguin apart is its slow-burning character study. Watching Cobblepot claw his way from gangster to crime lord is as thrilling as it is unsettling. Each episode carefully builds tension, fleshes out complex supporting characters, and deepens the corruption of Gotham City. With its noir aesthetics and morally ambiguous storytelling, The Penguin demands viewers stay locked in from beginning to end. It's not just a Batman-adjacent series. It's a showcase of power, legacy, and ambition that's more The Sopranos than superhero. The Penguin captured the eponymous villain's rise to power perfectly. 9. Agatha. All Along 20. Catherine Hahn finally steps into the spotlight in Agatha All Along, Marvel's much-anticipated spin-off that mixes witchcraft, dark comedy, and MCU lore. A departure from the typical hero's journey, this series follows Agatha Harkness as she attempts to reclaim her power and navigate a treacherous magical world post-WandaVision. With its cauldron of tone shifts, from twisted fairy tale to gothic fantasy, the show rewards attentive viewers who embrace its mystical weirdness. Comic fans will especially enjoy how the series ties into deeper corners of the Marvel Universe, teasing future threats and magical legacies. The narrative is layered, the humor darkly whimsical, and Hahn's performance spellbinding. Episode by episode, Agatha All Along proves that Marvel still has surprises in store. It's a must-watch that fully pays off in the thrilling climax. WandaVision 2021. Disney Plus. One of Marvel's most creative and emotionally resonant series, WandaVision is best experienced in its entirety. What begins as a quirky sitcom homage morphs into a layered meditation on grief, identity, and power. Each episode peels back layers of Wanda Maximoff's psyche, using genre shifts from black-and-white sitcoms to MCU-style action to mirror her emotional unraveling. It urges viewers to watch on as each episode ends with a transition to the next era's technology. The mystery behind Westview unravels slowly but with purpose, making a full watch essential to understand its themes and character arcs. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany give standout performances, and the show's inventive format pushed boundaries for superhero TV. It's not just a side story, it's foundational to the future of the MCU, setting up Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness and beyond. 7. X-Men 9720 Prime. The Boys flips the superhero genre on its head, presenting a world where heroes are celebrities, corporations rule everything, and power corrupts absolutely. It's a dark, violent, and often hilarious satire that doesn't shy away from criticizing modern politics, capitalism, and the media. Yet beneath the gore and shock value is a surprisingly emotional story about accountability, trauma, and resistance. Carl Urban's Billy Butcher and Anthony Starr's chilling take on Homelander drive a tense narrative that escalates with each season. The slow unraveling of Vought's lies and the evolution of characters like Huey, Starlight, and Soldier Boy make a complete watch essential. Every season builds toward explosive revelations and cliffhangers that reward loyal viewers. The Boys isn't just edgy. It's a brutal, brilliant examination of what happens when heroes go unchecked. Smallville 2002 to 2011, the WB and the CW before superhero TV became mainstream. Smallville paved the way by reimagining Superman's origin across 10 seasons of character-driven storytelling. Centered on a young Clark Kent growing up in Kansas, the show gradually evolves from teen drama to full-blown superhero epic. What begins as a Monster of the Week format blossoms into a rich mythology featuring DC icons like Lex Luthor, Green Arrow, and even Darkseid. Tom Welling's portrayal of Clark gives weight to the journey from farm boy to future Man of Steel. The show's serialized arcs and long-form character growth make it incredibly rewarding for audiences who watch from start to finish. By the time the cape is finally donned, the emotional payoff is undeniable. Smallville is a cornerstone of superhero television that earned every moment of its decade-long run. One Gotham 2014 to 2019. Gotham boldly dives into Batman's mythos before the cape, offering a twisted, gothic origin for both the Dark Knight and his rogues gallery. Centered on Detective Jim Gordon Ben McKenzie, the series charts Gotham City's descent into chaos, introducing proto-versions of villains like Penguin, Riddler, and Catwoman. What makes Gotham a must-watch from start to finish is its willingness to embrace comic book absurdity while building a dark, serialized crime saga. The show's tone evolves from grounded police procedural to full-blown operatic madness, and it's all the better for it. By the final season, the transformation of Bruce Wayne into Batman feels earned, and the city's descent into villainy is complete. Skipping episodes means missing key evolutions that reframe familiar characters in surprising ways. It's chaotic, campy, and compellingly complete. Created by Lauren LaFranc, The Penguin is a crime drama spin-off television series of 2022's film, The Batman, set shortly after the events of the Batman. Oz Cobb, aka The Penguin, begins his rise in the underworld of Gotham City as he contends with the daughter of his late boss, Carmine Falcone, for control of the crime family's empire. Agatha Harkness, after the events of WandaVision, seeks to regain her magical powers. Joining forces with unexpected allies, including the son of an old adversary, she battles new mystical threats while uncovering hidden secrets in the magical realm. Seasons 1 WandaVision, the Marvel Cinematic Universe's first TV show on Disney+, first aired in 2021. The series kicked off the MCU's Phase 4 and brought back Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, also known as the Scarlet Witch, and Paul Bettany as Vision. WandaVision strayed away from Marvel's typical formula, this time formatting itself more like a classic sitcom as Wanda struggles to cope with the death of Vision. Seasons 1 X-Men 97 is the direct continuation of the popular 1990s animated series X-Men, the animated series. Taking up where the third season left off, Marvel's revival brings back famous mutants such as Wolverine, Storm, Rogue, Gambit, Cyclops, Beast, Magneto, and Nightcrawler, who fight villains like Mr. Sinister, the Sentinels, and the Hellfire Club. Seasons 1 Daredevil is a Netflix original series starring Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock. The TV show ran for 3 seasons before being canceled by Netflix despite being critically praised. Kingpin was the main antagonist in Seasons 1 and 3, and also introduced John Bernathal's Punisher in Season 2. Daredevil was followed by Disney Plus's Daredevil, Born Again. Seasons 3 Loki is a series in the Marvel Cinematic Universe following the alternate version of the titular character Loki. After the events of Avengers Endgame, taken by the Time Variance Authority, he must confront his identity and choices while aiding in fixing the disrupted timeline to avert a greater threat. Seasons 2 Batman, the animated series follows Bruce Wayne as he assumes the role of the masked vigilante Batman to combat crime in Gotham City. This acclaimed 1992 series explores his dual identity and features an array of iconic villains. while Bruce vows to avenge the murder of his parents. The Boys is a gritty and subversive take on the superhero genre, focusing on a group of vigilantes who confront powerful superheroes, abusing their abilities, exploring themes of corruption and moral ambiguity in a world where heroes are not always what they seem. Season's 4 directors Mike Roll, Janot Swark, Glenn Winter, Terrence O'Hara, Whitney Rancic, Mersey Almas, Paul Shapiro, Rick Rosenthal, David Carson, James L. Conway, Chris Long, Michael Katelman, Morgan Beggs, Allison Mack, David Barrett, Marita Grabiak, Michael W. Watkins, Philip Scriccia, Rick Wallace, Thomas J. Wright, Todd Slavkin, Brad Turner, Charles Beeson, Craig Zisk, writers Stephen S. Decknight, Holly Henderson, Dawn Whitehead, Caroline Dries, Mark Verheiden, Alfred Goff, Miles Millar, Philip Levins, Jordan Hawley, Kenneth Biller, Michael Green, Drew Z. Greenberg, Jeff Johns, John Chisholm, Drew Landis, Julia Swift, Doris Egan, Tracy Belomo, Garrett Lerner, Greg Walker, Russell Friend, Shintaro Shimasawa, Tim Schlattman, Todd Helbing. Smallville chronicles the journey of Clark Kent, portraying his origins from Krypton to his teenage years on Earth. The series explores his challenges and development leading towards his destiny as the iconic hero, Superman, set against the backdrop of Smallville, Kansas. Seasons 10. As a new recruit in Captain Sarah Essen's Gotham City Police Department, Detective James Gordon is paired with Harvey Bullock to solve one of Gotham's most high-profile cases ever, the murder of Thomas and Martha Wayne. During his investigation, Gordon meets the Wayne son, Bruce, now in the care of his butler Alfred, which further compels Gordon to catch the killer.